Everyone wants happiness. It's the universal wish that crosses cultures, ages, and backgrounds. Yet, so often, happiness feels just beyond our reach, like a butterfly we chase but never quite catch. Why is that? Why do we sometimes feel surrounded by stress, anxiety, and longing instead of peace and joy? Buddhism offers a profound answer. Happiness, according to Buddhist wisdom, is not something to be hunted or demanded from the world outside. Instead, it is something to be cultivated within ourselves, moment by moment, step by step, breath by breath. Buddha's teachings are not merely religious doctrine. They are a practical guide to living well, to seeing the truth about life, and to finding peace in the here and now. For more than 2,500 years, people from all walks of life have turned to these teachings, not just for spiritual growth, but for practical advice on how to navigate everyday challenges with wisdom, clarity, and compassion. Today, let's explore 12 secrets drawn from Buddhist wisdom, 12 timeless principles that can help you live a truly happy life. These aren't just ancient ideas. They are tools you can use right now, wherever you are, whatever you are facing. The first secret is gratitude over desire. Happiness begins when you appreciate what you have, instead of grasping for what you don't. So often, we're taught to look for happiness in what's next. The next purchase, the next achievement, the next relationship. But the Buddha reminds us that real contentment is found in the present moment, through appreciating the blessings already around us. When you start each day by noticing something good, a sunrise, a kind word, a warm meal, you train your mind to see abundance instead of lack. Gratitude opens the heart and quiets the restless urge for more. The second secret is, let go of attachment. We suffer when we cling, whether to possessions, people, or ideas. Attachment creates fear and anxiety because everything in life is impermanent. When we hold on too tightly, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to release our grip, to let things flow naturally. This doesn't mean not caring. It means caring deeply, but without trying to control outcomes. When you learn to let go, you discover a freedom and lightness that brings true happiness. Compassion heals is the third secret. When you help others, you lift your own spirit. Compassion is the antidote to loneliness and isolation. The Buddha taught that all beings suffer, and by recognizing the pain in others, we find a connection that heals both them and ourselves. Simple acts of kindness, a smile, a listening ear, a helping hand, transform not just those around us, but our own hearts. Compassion breaks down the walls of separation and builds bridges of understanding. The fourth secret is mindfulness in every step. True peace comes from living in the present, fully aware of what is happening right now. Our minds often race ahead to the future or dwell on the past, missing the richness of the moment. Mindfulness is the practice of returning again and again to what is here, to your breath, your sensations, your thoughts and feelings. When you walk, just walk. When you eat, just eat. By bringing your attention to each step, you find clarity and calm, and happiness arises naturally. Impermanence. Freedom is the fifth secret. Nothing lasts forever, not joy, not pain, not even life itself. While this can sound unsettling, it is actually liberating. When we accept change with grace, we stop fighting reality and start flowing with it. The Buddha taught that clinging to permanence is the root of suffering. When you embrace impermanence, you let go of fear and open to the beauty of each moment, knowing it will never come again. The sixth secret is, silence brings clarity. In stillness, wisdom arises. Our lives are filled with noise, external and internal. We are bombarded by information, opinions, and distractions. Yet in silence, we reconnect with ourselves and discover deeper truths. Take time each day to sit quietly, to breathe, to listen to the silence within. In this space, your mind settles, your heart opens, and answers you've been seeking begin to appear. Anger is poison is the seventh secret. Release resentment before it consumes you. Anger is a natural emotion, but when we hold on to it, it becomes toxic, hurting ourselves and those around us. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to observe anger, to understand its cause, and then to let it go. Practice forgiveness, not for others' sake, but for your own peace. When you release anger, you make room for compassion and understanding. The eighth secret is simplicity equals joy. A simple life brings a clear mind. We often think happiness comes from having more stuff, more status, more experiences. But simplicity allows us to enjoy what we have, without distraction or complication. Declutter your living space, simplify your schedule, and focus on what truly matters. When you let go of excess, you find room for joy, presence, and peace. Right speech, right action is the ninth secret. Words and deeds shape our karma, the ripple effect of our choices. Every time you speak, you have the power to create harmony or discord. Every action you take can build trust or break it. The Buddha taught us to choose words that are true, kind, and helpful, and to act with integrity and compassion. When you align your speech and actions with your values, happiness blossoms both for you and those you touch. Detach from ego is the 10th secret. The self is an illusion. Don't let pride rule you. Much of our suffering comes from defending our ego, from needing to be right, important, or special. Buddhist wisdom reveals that the self is constantly changing, a collection of thoughts and sensations, not a fixed identity. When you let go of pride and comparison, you become more open, humble, and free. True happiness arises when you drop the mask and just be. The 11th secret is balance over excess. The middle way is the path to peace. Extremes, whether of pleasure or pain, effort or laziness, create instability. The Buddha taught us to seek balance in all things, in work and rest, in relationships, in desires. When you find the middle ground, you avoid burnout and disappointment and discover a steady, lasting happiness. The 12th and final secret is contentment is wealth. The happiest person is the one who needs the least. Contentment is not about poverty or deprivation. It's about recognizing that you have enough. The Buddha said that desire is endless. Fulfilling one only creates another. But when you cultivate contentment, you free yourself from the chase, and happiness is yours, here and now. These secrets are not just theories. They are practical steps you can take, starting today. Try practicing one each day. Begin your morning by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Before responding in anger, pause and take a deep breath. Set aside 5 minutes to sit in silence, letting your thoughts settle. Offer a small act of kindness to someone in need. Notice when you're clinging to something and gently let it go. Simplify one aspect of your life. Clear a drawer, unsubscribe from emails, say no to a commitment that drains you. Speak only words that uplift, and act with compassion in every interaction. Notice when your ego flares up, and remind yourself that you are more than your thoughts or accomplishments. Seek balance in your day. Work, rest, play, and reflect. And most of all, remember that contentment is a choice, not a condition. Small steps create big changes. You don't have to master all 12 secrets at once. Choose one that resonates with you and focus on it for a week. Notice how your experience shifts, how your mind becomes clearer, your heart lighter, your relationships richer. Over time, these practices become habits, and happiness emerges, not as something you chase, but as something you build, moment by moment. Happiness isn't something you buy or beg for. It's something you build inside. The Buddha taught that the mind is everything. What you think, you become. By living these 12 secrets, you transform your mind from restlessness to peace, from longing to gratitude, from isolation to compassion. You discover that joy was never hidden. It was waiting within you, ready to be uncovered. Let these secrets guide your journey. Practice gratitude, let go of attachment, show compassion, live mindfully, Accept impermanence. Embrace silence. Release anger. Simplify your life. Speak and act with integrity. Detach from ego. Seek balance and choose contentment. Each day is a new opportunity to cultivate happiness, to turn ancient wisdom into modern joy. If this message inspired you, take a moment to share it with someone who might need it. Spread the light of Buddhist wisdom. Let your happiness become a ripple that touches others. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Sacred Sutras for more insights and guidance that can change your life. Happiness is not a destination, it's a way of living. And the path begins with you right now.